Hello and welcome back. My name is Brett. I'm a digital marketing consultant with Clickmill. If you're just joining in, we are taking you step by step through the process of applying for the $10,000 a month Google Ad grant. And in this step, we are going to be looking at location targeting. So for those of you who are following along, in the last video, we set up our first advertising campaign, which you can see here. It says Church Near Me. What we're going to do is we're going to click on this to be sure we have it selected, and then we're going to come down and we're going to select locations. And once we have locations set up, we can see where our ads in this campaign, and I do want to point out, if you have another campaign, then it may have different location settings. Now, United States is the default, so if you haven't changed any, then it will be the United States. Changing this setting can be very important because if your organization is a local organization that is only reaching out locally or is one important facet, then you're going to want to advertise locally. Now, there are two ways that we can change our geographic targeting. And the first one is location targeting, where we pick a specific location that we want to show ads to, and it can be as many locations as we want. The second is called radius targeting, where we select a middle point and then essentially designate how many miles in any direction we want to target ads from that location. Now, in this video, I am going to show you how to set up location targeting. And in the next video, we will be showing you how to set up radius targeting. And for the church that we're setting up for right now, I'll show you both, but we will actually end up doing location targeting. And typically what I do with our clients at Clickmill is I set up roughly a 30-mile radius around that organization, because the reality is someone's probably not going to drive more than 30 miles to go to church on a Sunday. And so we're going to go ahead, we're going to move in. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on the locations button. And now, for instance, and this is for a location, a specific location, I'm going to type in Katy, Texas. And so what we'll see, Katy, Texas has come up here in the first line, 385,000, and we're going to go ahead and target that. And now what we'll see as the map loads here, we are going to see that we've got blue on blue. What's happening? Well, United States is still there. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that. And so now we have selected Katy, Texas. And I'm going to just share with you, if you're wanting to select by county or zip code or even state, location settings is wonderful. If you're wanting to select a location based on distance, radius targeting is generally much more simple. And the reason that I say that is because, for instance, you'll see here on my screen, Katy, Texas. It gets very ambiguous as to what county I add now. If I want to add, Brookshire, maybe we'll see here on the map, Brookshire, Texas. And I don't know if this is a county. I see, checking my spelling. Yes, okay, so I've spelled this correctly, Brookshire, Texas, and I don't have anything coming up. And so if I'm wanting to build a larger audience than 385,000, or maybe I think that people are going to be driving from here, I don't know what this area is called. And so I prefer doing a radius targeting where I can just say anyone within 30 miles, anyone within 100 miles, and depending on events or organizations, obviously that distance can vary. I just find it's a little bit easier to choose a radius than to go around and find all of the names of all of the counties and towns around where I'm at. So nevertheless, if you want to select a location or a state or a zip code, this is a wonderful option. What we're going to do here just to end is we're going to click save. And once we have clicked save, you will see that the United States is no longer here, and we will be advertising only to Katy, Texas. In the next video, we're going to be going over radius targeting. And if you found this video useful, please join us in the next one and continuing all the way through to getting you and your nonprofit organization approved for the $10,000 a month Google Ad grant. I look forward to seeing you in the next clip.